I'm going to go over 7 fluids that I think you should probably have in your garage. This part goes without saying. You should definitely have the type of oil your car takes and the type of coolant your car takes. So that's not really the point of this video. This is the other stuff that you're going to need along the way if you have anything that takes a gasoline-powered engine or if you work on anything that's greasy. So let's get started here. You're going to need some type of fuel treatment. There's a whole lot of brands that offer this, and I'm going to show you a couple of them that I use. I use this one if I suspect at the beginning of the season for my my lawnmower and for my snowblower. If I know that the gas has been sitting for a little while, I'll usually try to start it with this, a little bit of this in the tank. This one's a great one for storage. I use this for all my storage needs for fuel. I've used this for, I feel like, decades. Never had a problem with this. It's real simple. You just pour it in the gas tank. This is a 10 ounce. And I'll put the links down in the description so you guys don't have to hunt for these. This specific size, the 10 ounce, treats up to 25 gallons. It's good for up to 2 years, it says right there. And one more fuel treatment that I have had some nice luck with recently. I bought these on like a buy one, get one free, I think, a while back. And I used it for a storage in a vehicle. And that one started right up the next season too. So I had good results with this one. I'd recommend you check out that one. Another thing you're going to need is some type of cleaning mega degreaser. I buy this one in a gallon form and I fill it back up, do it myself, and this one's great for pretty much everything. I love the fact that it's non-toxic and biodegradable, so when I'm using it in my small garage, I'm not breathing in crazy fumes all day long. And I've cleaned some pretty heavy-duty car parts with this one. Here's a trick that I learned online. If you mix this with warm water, the concentrate with warm water, it tends to work better. Or if you have this fluid, maybe just a little warm, sit it out in the sun. I really like Simple Green. There's hundreds of degreasers out there, but that's a really good one. You're gonna need some type of starting fluid. Spray it right inside the intake of your lawnmower, snowblower, whatever, when it's giving you trouble at the beginning of the year. Usually you can get them to start on some starting fluids, then you can confirm kind of if it's gonna run or not, or if you got a little bit more maintenance to do to figure that one out. I've used other brands as well. This is another one, works fine. They're all going to be a very similar formula, so whichever one you find cheapest or maybe that you have had luck with in the past, I'd stick with that one. I'd probably just buy the one that's on sale. You're going to want some type of oil treatment. These products here also claim that they're fuel treatment, so you can put them in the fuel or you can put them in the oil when you're mixing them. I wouldn't run them both at the same time. I've had some really good luck with this Marvel Mystery Oil. Old timers swear by this stuff. Some cars I've had luck with Seafoam, depending on how you're using it or how that car has been maintained in the past. Mixed results. I tell you what, do your homework on both of these and decide if you're going to use those as an oil additive. Another oil additive, or oil treatment, I should say, that I've used in the past is this engine restorer. And I used this in a car that was giving me kind of a ton of trouble. I think one of the rings had gotten stuck. And when I put this through there, I'm not entirely sure if it fixed it or if it just kind of helped until the next oil change. I have no complaints about it. Not entirely sure if it saved the engine, but hey, it's still going. I work primarily on 80s and 90s vehicles. Some of the oils today don't have as much zinc in them as they used to, and that's a little detrimental to some of the lifters on older vehicles. So that's why I have this one. Comes highly recommended online. Some cars don't require it, so don't just buy this one all willy-nilly. I would get this one if your car requires it. There are some oil brands out there that have a bit of zinc in them already, so make sure you just do your research before you start adding this one in. No matter what you're doing, you're probably going to need some type of silicone lubricant. Works great for a whole lot of things. I would say this is kind of an all-around, no matter what you're working on, eventually going to need some type of lubrication. This seemed to work pretty good for me. Okay, as a car guy that works, like I said, primarily on 80s and 90s vehicles, I run into rust a lot of seized bolts through 30 or 40 years of them just sitting on each other. And I really like this new style cap. It's got the sticky straw that stays in there, and you can point it at this angle, get really far in there, or you can still use it as a straight-on spray. Comes right out of that nozzle as well. I tend to like PB Blaster. There's a lot of people that have other opinions on that. Yeah, let me know down in the comments if you like the PB Blaster, if you've got some other home concoction or product that works best for you. And you need brake cleaner if you're working on cars. It doesn't just work on brakes. I mean, it will clean just about anything you spray it on, but make sure that this is okay to spray on whatever you're spraying on. I'd stick to metal parts. And if you like paint, don't get it on paint. If you like leather, don't get it on leather. And if you like your skin, well, don't get it on your skin either. Wear gloves. Here's what I featured today. 7 types of fluids that I think you probably are going to need as somebody that has a vehicle or if you work on things that are gasoline powered. If you've got any experience with these or recommendations about other products in these categories, drop a comment below.
Hey, you should subscribe.